千里之行，始于足下. A journey of 1,000 miles begins beneath the feet. We now gather in the Tao to travel the journey together. Welcome to Tao Talks with Derek Lin, where we take a deep dive into the Daodejing by Lao Zi. As ever, I would like to extend a warm welcome to one and all. Thank you for joining us. I want to invite you to center your thoughts and direct your attention to this moment in time, to the here and now, to be fully present and mindfully aware as we all ready ourselves for this sacred process in the Tao with one another. So remember, the lines are know themselves but do not glorify themselves, respect themselves but do not praise themselves. Thus, they discard that and take this. So in this slide, I've got discard that on the left-hand side and take this on the right-hand side. Let's talk about those. So first of all, to discard, what is it that the sages discard? It would be aspects of the external material world, the aspects that I talked about as having a tainting influence to the purity and clarity of the true self. Those are the aspects to be discarded. And what do they take? They take the internal spirituality, meaning the Tao within. When I talk about the Tao within, I am referring specifically to the connection that everybody has to the Tao. You have it, I have it, everybody has it. And that connection is what we want to strengthen with the Tao. And then sages also discard, as we talked about, egocentric words and actions. So not just the thoughts, egocentric thinking, egocentric delusions, but also expressions in words and actions. Those are to be discarded. And then what they take instead is the opposite of that, and that is the Tao of humility. So I think you've gotten the idea by now that when I say the Tao of humility, I'm not referring to debasement or self-degradation. I'm talking about self-knowledge, a kind of confidence about what you can really accomplish and where you can still do better. That clarity leads to the Tao of humility. So in this last section, we talk about how the sages discard showing off, for instance, one's intelligence, capabilities, trying to draw attention to everyone. And on the other side, on the right-hand side, what they take instead is knowing yourself, embracing self-nature, that description we were talking about from the Zen tradition, very useful, and seeing reality as it is without wishful thinking. So wishful thinking will cover things like, I am already perfect, I don't need to do anything. That actually falls into the category of the ego out of control. Then, in this last part, there's also valuing material possessions, position and power. This is what the sages let go of. They understand the value of the necessities of life. They don't need anything beyond that. The sages can be accorded position that's very high up and considerable amount of power, but it is not for them the end goal. It is something that happens as a natural byproduct of their cultivation or their path. So for most people, definitely we see a lot of valuing of material possessions, position and power, without realizing the empty nature of all of the above. Material possessions, ultimately empty. You can take them with you. Same with the position that you attain in society. the amount of power that you gather. Though all of these are become empty and meaningless the moment you are done with this lifetime and ready yourself for the next one. So that's not where life is at. And for many people, they don't come upon that realization until they are about to depart this lifetime. I would suggest we don't need to wait that long. So for the sages, and hopefully for us, respecting oneself, protecting one's nature on the path of spiritual evolution, this is what we want to take. We discard the egocentric, we take the healthy self-respect, protecting oneself on the path of spiritual evolution. Our meeting has come to an end, but the journey continues on. Let us all travel safely so we can meet again. Until next time, may the Tao fill you with peace and happiness.